So this is a 2010 Polaris RZR 800S. Bought it pretty cheap from a family member, and it was raggedy. We did some upgrades, put some mud flaps on it. Had to fabricate a little bit on that mud flap there to get it the way I wanted it. Stole a radio from my nephew, wired that in. It's not very loud, but it does the work. Put a rear view mirror, front glass, redone the seat covers. Well, my wife did. Put doors on it. Trying to get it rideable without it trying to wreck you every time. It already had the rebel flag on there, which, okay. Had to change the radiator. Went with the upgraded radiator that's a little bit wider. The shocks were shot, so I had some shocks off of a dirt late model coilovers that I made work. They're actually probably way better shocks than what was on there, but not technically the right application, I guess. Had to do some measurements and figuring out to get them to work. Also did the back ones because the back ones were shot as well. These are AFCOs with AFCO springs. Actually rides pretty good with them on there. Had to do some engine work. It was skipping, so I had to get that fixed. Of course, it was just a couple spark plugs and a spark plug wires, coil packs. But today we are working on the front differential. It's got some issues. The bearings need to be replaced. Don't think I'm gonna do a full rebuild. I'm just gonna fix what needs to be fixed, because why spend the money if you don't have to, right? Also, this was the major problem. If I can get you down in here. Well, I can't reach it. Let me see here. If I can reach in there and show you guys. So that's the drive shaft where my hand's at. No bueno. So I want to replace the drive shaft and replace the bearings, like I say, inside that differential. But all of this has got to come off to get to it and to get it off of there. But we're going to try to get that done today, and then get it all back together, see if it does better. So, welcome to WabWorks. Cheating a little bit. The right way to do this would be to take the shocks off, disassemble the hub, take the brake caliper off, take the tire rod end loose, pull that CV shaft out to get to all this. So I left all this together. That way it's easier. I'm lazy, so the thing that I wanted to show you guys was this was kind of new to me. I've never seen this before, but I guess all of them's like this, but I just hadn't run across it. But that pin goes all the way through that shaft, and you got to knock it out to get the drive shaft loose. Usually the stuff that I mess with, the drive shaft just kind of pulls out easy peasy, but This one you got to knock that pin out first, and then the drive shaft to pull loose. But it's probably going to have to be simultaneous while I'm taking the differential out, that pull it out of the drive shaft once I get that pin out of the way. Also, these 3 bolts down here, you just take them out and then take that plug out. Of course, oil's going to be in there. You got to catch it, and then I should be able to, maybe from the other side, wiggle this thing out so I can get it on the table where we can take it apart and try to get those bearings changed out. I'll keep you guys updated. So no oil came out. Great. There was some metal on this plug, kind of chunky. Maybe it's not going to be terrible. Fingers crossed. So still got to get it out and tear it apart, but not looking good for the home team. Well, I think I figured out why the oil was out of it. That seal is pretty much doing nothing. And that's your vibration. That hole there, that's where the pin goes through for the drive shaft. So let's get it apart and see if we can fix it. Okay, so I'm going to take a chance. The pinion bearings were definitely terrible. They're rusty, and it's got a really rough feel to it when you spin it. They're loose. Both the inner and outer, both terrible. So the shaft looks terrible, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to get the seal out, replace the seal, clean this up, put new bearings in it. This spacer actually goes in between these two when you get them on the pinion. So if I don't have another spacer, put this spacer back in. That looks fine. And then start putting it all back together. Okay, so didn't do anything with the ring gear. Checked it out, looked at the seals, everything looked good. I only fixed the pinion. Fingers crossed. But it does look much better. All the wiggling's gone. The backlash, a little bit loose, but no more wiggle. Hopefully that seal has a surface good enough to seal up. I put a little bit of oil on it just so it wouldn't be dry. But everything seems to be a lot tighter, a lot smoother. So hopefully we got it, and I'm going to go back and install it now.
Yeah, figure out the steering wheel.
Hold on, I gotta move. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Don't strip them out. Be careful. Oh, that's easy. Easy peasy.
It's just them back ones though.
There's some light in here. I can't see nothing.
I know. I couldn't even find that bolt over there.
Say hey to the camera, White. Or not.
Yeah, do so.
Okay, hopefully this works. So we had to take the center console out to get enough room to get it out from the bottom down there. And why I had to bring it out after I had it out, that take this back panel off, give us some more room. Thanks for telling me afterwards why. But we got it out. It's a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. You think it was going to be this long? Why? Very long. Hold it up to you and show how long it is. That's crazy. I didn't. You think it'd been that long?
Not really.
Not really. I thought it was a little short, but
I thought it'd be
drive
about
shaft.
that long.
Yeah, me too.